Coming up on AgweekTV, we cover all things agriculture at the Big Iron Farm Show. A crop could help keep a Minnesota water source cleaner.
We tell you how a new agricultural college degree option is helping students stay in central South Dakota.
And some children learn how to show pigs. Welcome to AgweekTV. I'm Emily Beal. This week we're coming to you from the Big Iron Farm Show in West Fargo, North Dakota. About 60,000 people come to the annual Big Iron Farm Show, and it boasts more than 400 exhibitor booths and educational seminars. The markets are currently a topic of concern in agriculture. Jenny Schleck met with an expert and has more.
Thanks, Emily. We're here with Randy Martinson of Martinson Ag Risk Management. And Randy, we have had a lot of low prices in grains, but we're starting to bounce back. What are you seeing coming next?
Well, you're right. I mean, it's been kind of a struggle since May, since we got the crop planted or starting to get the crop planted. We've seen the markets pretty much sell off pretty hard and put in lows we haven't seen in 4 or 5 years in a lot of the commodities. But we have had a nice recovery here as of late. We bounced back about 24% of the recent drop that we've had, and we're testing some strong resistance levels right now. So if we can get some positive news, if we can keep demand flowing, then I think we just need some catalyst to help push us up above this level of resistance. And then I think we could see a pretty decent recovery. The funds are taking some profits. We took these markets down low enough where we brought it in to be, a decent value for the end user to come in and buy. Hopefully they are recognizing that and starting to, lock up some of their needs.
This is the time of year we're going to start seeing some cattle movement. What are we seeing in the cattle market with our record high prices we've had this year?
We've seen a little pullback. We actually put in a double bottom here earlier this week. It was interesting to see the market perform on Monday because, we came down, hit the double bottom, the market shot sharply higher, and we're seeing a little bit of support come back into the marketplace. Right now, we're seeing some friendly news come in where box beef prices are holding in there. I'm a little afraid that we might be just looking at a little recovery and then see the market fall back as supplies start to become more available this fall like we normally see. So I would be looking at on any kind of a rally to, maybe put some floors underneath the cattle markets that are going to be moved up through January. After that, I'm friendly to the market. I think we got a chance to see some strength come back.
What else should we be watching in the markets?
Well, the big thing is, right now we keep hearing talk about the Federal Reserve and whether we're going to look at interest rates decreased, whether it's a quarter point or a half a point. It's likely going to be a quarter point. We'll see that come in here by the end of September. That's one big thing. And then we got to keep watching the outside markets. The dollar's been under some pressure. That's certainly encouraging a lot of export demand. Hopefully that can stay with us. And also, I think we need to watch Brazil weather. It's dry in the northern parts of Brazil or in Brazil. They are going to start planting around September 15th. And if it continues to stay dry, that certainly will be supportive to our soybean market.
All right. Thank you, Randy. Randy Martinson of Martinson Ag Risk Management.
Thanks, Jenny. Highly pathogenic avian influenza has spread across dairy herds and is now being found in raw milk. A team of Iowa State University researchers has been studying why. They found the virus in mammary glands of cattle. This discovery could help explain why the virus is spreading throughout dairy herds.
Seems to like the mammary gland with respect to there's a large viral loads that are found there. And when we do some special stains to look for virus, both within the cells and within the milk, we see high viral loads and just very, lots and lots of virus in both the cells within the mammary gland as well as the milk within the mammary glands.
This means that the virus can also spread through milking machines, increasing the need for higher biosecurity efforts on operations.
Knowing that it can spread from cow to cow using the milking equipment, I think is a relatively new and novel finding. Not surprising based on some of the research that we've done, knowing how much virus is in the mammary glands, but just knowing that cows can pass it horizontally in that way is a unique finding.
Now, the team is working to better understand the future risks of the virus and how it gets into animal systems. There's a worker shortage across the ag industry. In this week's AgWeek cover story, Ariana Schumacher tells us how one new college program is working to fill that need.
This fall, students in central South Dakota no longer have to travel over 100 miles to get an agricultural college degree. It's being offered right here at the Capital City campus in Pierre.
Capital City Campus is a small campus that partners with all 6 of the South Dakota Board of Regents public universities. to offer select classes for non-traditional students or students who are looking to stay in the Pierre area.
It is important to us to do what we can to provide the type of training that might appeal to either a high school graduate that isn't ready to go away to a college situation, maybe has a family reason for staying here, and they can still further their education.
This year, they partnered with South Dakota State University to offer a hybrid associate's degree in agricultural science.
It's a really flexible degree program that allows students an introductory education in agriculture. It really helps prepare them for jobs in farming and ranching, production ag roles, working at a co-op, or entry-level positions in sales and business, kind of other agricultural enterprises.
In Central South Dakota, there are workforce issues as more students move away for college and maybe don't return to that part of the state.
We have more jobs here than we have people to fill them. And so it's important that we are playing our part in that pipeline of workers for the businesses that need it.
For agricultural businesses like CHS Cooperative in Pierre, adding this degree means they'll be able to find more workers to fill their open job positions.
It'll help them stay and work for CHS for a long period of time just because they're from Pierre and they maybe are comfortable staying here and being around here. And customers always like to see a familiar face in the area, so that'll help a lot.
In Pierre, South Dakota, this is Ariana Schumacher for AgWeek.
You can read more in the next AgWeek magazine or at agweek.com. Ahead on AgweekTV, we'll see how grain is being used to protect a city water source.
We always say we're a one-stop shop. North Star Ag is a full-service shoreline machinery dealership, so we have the 3 departments: sales, service, parts, fully staffed, have full inventory of all the parts and whole goods needed. We really value the service and the support that any traditional dealership would give you, but we specialize in short lines. You can give us a call at 701-361-4790 or visit our website at northstar-ag.com.
Do you have salty fields? Try calcine.
We've been putting it on some of our worst spots, and every year you see more bushels, greener crop, healthier crop. Some land down by the river that almost had to take out of production. We've been able to use calcine and bring it back to equal to the rest of the fields. Calcine mixes with basically anything. We put it down with our starter fertilizer. We've mixed it with herbicides. We've applied it broadcast. We've applied it banded. So it's worked in pretty much any capacity, and there's no volatility issues. So it's a very easy to use product.
Let's talk. Visit us at EricksonCustomOperations.com.
Our Peterson Farm seed reps, real-life seed heroes, well, they've been known to go the extra mile, literally thousands of extra miles every year. And when they're not driving gravel roads, they're out walking fields and sampling soil. When time is the enemy, they're there to save what's left of the day. Are all Peterson Farm seed reps seed heroes? I guess that's a yes. Peterson Farm Seed, we're that kind of seed company.
When it comes to grain storage and handling solutions, one call does it all. Gateway Building Systems is one of the largest Brock bin dealers in the U.S. Our expert team is dedicated to creating a customized plan for your future success. Expanding your operation has never been easier with our range of Brock solid bins, grain dryers, conveyors, and more. As your trusted partner, we are committed to serving the needs of farmers. Take the first step toward success and call Gateway Building Systems today.
Add more bushels to your hopper and money to your pocket by harnessing the power of air with Crary Wind Systems. Whether your beans are chest high or barely off the ground, Crary offers 2 solutions that add a constant stream of high-velocity air to quickly feed crop back to the auger, eliminating bunching, reducing shatter loss, and increasing your ground speed. Don't let crop conditions dictate your yield. Check out the Crary Air Reel or Crary Wind System today.
Welcome back to AgweekTV. Joining me now is Chad Kylo, owner of Advanced Grain Handling Systems. Chad, we are heading into harvest time. Why is it so important for farmers to have a drying system?
Well, it showed this year with the wheat harvest. The wheat harvest was coming off wet, and with the weather conditions, we have never had so many people drying wheat this year, and it really helped with the conditions of the crop from beating the falling numbers, and it just helped everyone get everything done a lot faster. A lot of people don't think that they're going to use it for wheat, but this year it really shined.
Higher yields across the board are always good, but that means they have to go somewhere after they come out of the field. Why is having grain storage important?
Well, grain storage is very important, especially when you're looking at the market today with the carryover now. With the market being lower, there is a lot of carry in the market. So these bins, they'll pay for themselves down the road just for that alone. And not even the convenience alone of having them to go right to your storage site instead of sitting at the elevator.
Walk me through what it's like to build a grain handling system for a customer.
Well, we have a lot of people starting now that are coming in middle of the summer the year before, and what we do is we sit down and we go through all the details of their farm, and then we start working out a design that's going to work for them. Then we put it on AutoCAD and we work through everything right down to the electrical, dirt work, all of that. We lay it all out, and being prepared like this with how it's taken a long time to get equipment and everything, being organized, usually starting about a year before now is what it takes to get it done in time for the next harvest.
Can a producer come to you for all of their grain handling needs?
Oh, absolutely. We're one of the few out there in this whole country that'll offer everything right from the dirt work to the electrical to the millwright work and everything. So a lot of guys will come, we'll help them get the start from scratch going, and at the end of the day, we basically give them the key and here's how you operate your deal. We can take care of everything.
You guys are here at Big Iron. Is it a farm show that you guys enjoy coming to?
We absolutely love coming here. You get to see all the farmers have done all summer. You know, you don't get to see them from the harvest throughout the winter. A lot of times everyone's gone, but it's nice to get caught up with everyone and see what the product's going to be coming out the field and all that, and just fun to see everyone.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you for coming.
Chad Kylo. 80 acres of Kernza intermediate wheatgrass is now growing in the Hastings, Minnesota drinking water supply management area. According to the Forever Green Initiative, research shows the root structure of Kernza can prevent soil erosion and store nutrients, like nitrogen. A field day recently gave people an update on the commercialization and policies surrounding Kernza. John Strophus, one of the farmers managing the plot, spoke at the field day.
We looked at this as, just an economic decision. Can we get the land rent low enough, and can we use some of these programs to subsidize the overall operational revenue coming off of it?
This project is a partnership between two farmers, the City of Hastings, the Minnesota Department of Ag, and Dakota County Soil and Water Conservation District. A Minnesota mushroom farm is growing. Since 2017, Fiddlehead Knob has been growing mushroom varieties including blue oyster, chestnut, lion's mane, and shiitakes. Owner Calvin Stern recently held a workshop to teach people about growing and foraging their own mushrooms. The farm has both indoor and outdoor growing stations. Inside, mushrooms are raised in a lab with carefully controlled airflow levels. The mushrooms are eventually put back into the farm soil. Stern says the business sells about 200 pounds of fresh mushrooms a week to restaurants, at farmers markets, and grocery stores.
Started off in our basement and now moved into our 30 by 30 shed, and we grow all sorts of gourmet mushrooms in there. We also grow shiitakes outdoors. It's definitely more indoors, just because those are the elements that we can control a little bit better. So we can have, we know we're going to have a crop, and there's still things that are that can happen indoors that will ruin a crop. But I would say, and the shiitakes are only during the summer months that we do. So it's definitely a lot lower with the shiitake production, but it's something our customers really value and something I think that sets us apart.
The Sterns also sell kits so you can grow your own mushrooms right on your kitchen counter. Ahead on AgWeek TV, we'll show you a new piece of equipment to get all your crop off the field.
For home delivery of AgWeek, log on to agweek.com or call 800-811-2580.
Storage Pros and MinDAC Containers are your premier suppliers of shipping containers, servicing all of North Dakota and Minnesota. From 10 to 53 feet, new and used units, we have your storage solution. Pick up your unit or have it delivered. Call Mike or Jake today.
There's no easy button, no guarantees, or promises of a good year. This is farming. It's unpredictable and demanding, with long days and sometimes stressful nights. It's weathering the storms and coming out successful. Farming isn't for everyone. We thank those who make it their life, because it is for everyone.
My name is Carson, and I'm a fourth-generation corn farmer. The corn that's grown in North Dakota, you could probably trace all over the world. Back growing up, it was always hauled to the local elevator, and now we haul directly to an ethanol plant who processes that corn into a clean-burning fuel. The North Dakota ethanol industry uses over 150 million bushels of corn and returns $640 million to the state economy.
Hi, Bill Kelsey here, Geringhoff Territory Manager, covering northern Minnesota and the Dakotas. At Geringhoff, we offer a full line of the best harvest headers and residue management systems on the market. Contact me today to discuss your farm's needs. From there, I'll connect you with an authorized Geringhoff dealer.
Introducing the all-new Vatterstadt Tempo K24, designed and built in the U.S. It combines capacity with superior precision, even at very high speeds. With PowerShoot technology that uses positive air pressure to take full control of the seed from the meter all the way down to the soil, using no belts, motors, or brushes. Start your journey to outstanding emergence. Pre-order your Tempo K today.
You got salty soils? We can help. Let's talk. AgWeek Weather is sponsored by Bremer Bank. Connect with a banker today at bremer.com.
Are these warmer temps here to stay? Here's our AgriWeather outlook.
The weather continues to be warm this month of September across a large part of the United States, but there are some signs of change in some areas. The warm weather will gradually give way to some cooler temperatures, particularly across the north and in the western states. However, I'm not looking for any sudden change to colder temperatures. I don't expect any widespread frost or freezing temperatures except in higher elevations and those sorts of places. Nothing down into the Midwest that would bring it into the growing season. Fall rains are expected to begin showing up. It has been a very dry month of September nationwide so far, with the exception of the southeastern states, and that's going to begin changing a little bit. Jet stream pattern, what you see here, this little circle, is a cutoff low. It's actually the remnants of Hurricane Francine, which will continue to spin around the southeast states this week and bring some scattered showers and fairly wet weather. We'll continue to look for pretty warm weather up into the Great Plains this week, but the jet stream got a little bit of a south curvature around an area of low pressure. Unfortunately, although this will bring some cooler temperatures to the Rocky Mountains, and it will definitely break the searing heat that's been over the southwest, this is a fairly weak jet stream, so it's not going to bring a tremendous amount of rain to any part of the country. Stronger branch of the jet, stronger part of the jet is up in the Gulf of Alaska. This part of the jet stream is fairly weak. Our warm temperatures, our hot days getting up to upper 80s and low 90s will begin to be shunted southward as we go through the week, as cooler temperatures gradually build into the Rocky Mountains. But because of the general weakness of this jet stream pattern at this time, it's going to remain relatively warm across the United States. California and the Southwest will see an end to the highest of the heat, but it's going to remain pretty toasty, especially in the nation's midsection. And this pattern is actually mostly a Canadian jet stream. This little cutoff low is expected to be fairly weak, but it will bring, I think, a chance of some areas of rain by the weekend into the northern plains. And there may be another chance or two as we go on through next week, depending on how this cutoff low floats around the region. As we get on toward the latter part of September, it's still a very warm weather pattern in the south and generally above average over most of the north. At least we'll see the worst of the heat ending in the west. For this week of September, rain, showers, and thunderstorms. Rain in the Rockies. The snow will only be in the very high elevations. It's not that kind of a chilly weather pattern. There will be areas of thunder showers coming out into the Great Plains. A little more than average in the western high plains. A few scattered plains in the central, and the southeast will continue to be quite wet. And the last week will continue to bring more showers and thunder showers to the plains than we've been seeing.
Storage Pros and MinDAC Containers are your premier suppliers of shipping containers, servicing all of North Dakota and Minnesota. From 10 to 53 feet, new and used units, we have your storage solution. Pick up your unit or have it delivered. Call Mike or Jake today.
Getting down to business on the farm means hitting the office early, making sure your team's ready to go, getting updates from the field, and talking with your management team. At Bremer Bank, we understand the business of farming and how to protect and grow your operation, so you can be sure your present and your future are in good hands.
When it comes to grain storage and handling solutions, one call does it all. Gateway Building Systems is one of the largest Brock bin dealers in the U.S. Our expert team is dedicated to creating a customized plan for your future success. Expanding your operation has never been easier with our range of Brock solid bins, grain dryers, conveyors, and more. As your trusted partner, we are committed to serving the needs of farmers. Take the first step toward success and call Gateway Building Systems today.
The National Agricultural Genotyping Center is conducting a statewide sampling survey for herbicide resistance in Palmer amaranth, water hemp, and kochia. The goal of this survey is to determine where and what herbicide-resistant traits are found in North Dakota. Collection kits consist of 4 envelopes, 3 envelopes for Palmer amaranth and water hemp from pigweed, and 1 envelope for a suspected herbicide-resistant kochia plant. For more information about the survey and where to pick up your collection kit, please contact your local North Dakota County Extension agent.
My name is Dawn, and this is my husband, Trent. I've been ranching ever since I was a little girl.
And I married into it.
We believe that if you take care of your land, it will give back to you and to your future generations. We value the helpfulness of finding the information and guidance we need in one place. Thankfully, the Dakota Legacy Initiative can provide just that for us. Visit DakotaLegacyInitiative.com for more information.
You got salty soils? We can help. Let's talk.
Leaving crops in the field while harvesting can greatly impact a farmer's bottom line and potential yield. But one ag business is looking to change that. I'm visited with Geringhoff to learn more about a new technology that can catch all the crops while harvesting your acres.
Like I said, you want to leave nothing behind. You know, we know where stuff's at nowadays on the commodity prices, and these growers need to get everything they can in the tank to help pay them bills. And
Geringhoff just announced the release of their new Extreme Flex Razor, a product that adapts to the field to get more crop, allowing farmers to harvest with peace of mind. Geringhoff's draper technology catches the crop a traditional header would likely miss.
Drapers, obviously, with all your lentil beans, pinto beans, canola, soybeans, them are very sensitive crops that you want to get all of. So you have to be able to adapt to the ground around you and get down and get them tough to get crops, you know. We want to leave nothing behind.
The XFR50 gets farmers in and out of their fields fast, due not only to its size, but also its efficiency.
You know, standard size for the industry was 45 foot mainly, and now we're coming with 50, and we'll see bigger in the future. There's short windows now time. Mother Nature always wins, so you have to be able to get in the field, get the most done you can that day, and get out and on to the next season. But going bigger, 50 foot, you know, getting more done, and this flexibility of this, you're getting down in them draws or them rolling hills where sometimes a competitor can't get down. So again, you got to get that crop in the tank.
With the growth in ag equipment over recent years, Geringhoff knew there was a need to make a piece of equipment that could keep up with today's combines.
Basically, these machines are getting so big and higher horsepower, the bigger cleaning area that they have now, they need to keep that draper full so you can feed that combine to its maximum capacity. That's usually where it runs the most efficient, when it's full and going to the field, you know, full speed, full force.
For more information on the XFR50, please visit Geringhoff.com or contact your local dealer. Still ahead on AgweekTV, we'll see how some kids are learning how to show pigs.
Introducing the all-new Vaterstad Tempo K24, designed and built in the U.S. It combines capacity with superior precision, even at very high speeds. With power chute technology that uses positive air pressure to take full control of the seed from the meter all the way down to the soil, using no belts, motors, or brushes. Start your journey to outstanding emergence. Pre-order your Tempo K today.
My name is Carson, and I'm a fourth-generation corn farmer. The corn that's grown in North Dakota, you could probably trace all over the world. Back growing up, it was always hauled to the local elevator, and now we haul directly to an ethanol plant who processes that corn into a clean-burning fuel. The North Dakota ethanol industry uses over 150 million bushels of corn and returns $640 million to the state economy.
Integrity, excellence, teamwork. At Titan Machinery, we take care of our team. Whether you are an experienced technician or looking to start your career, Titan has a spot for you. Earn a competitive pay with the potential to make in excess of 6 figures. Service techs, come grow with a company that invests in you. Titan Machinery offers company HSA and 401k contributions, free single healthcare, and a generous tool allowance. Plus, we'll provide all of your uniform and safety gear. Apply today at titanmachinery.com/careers.
Are Peterson Farm seed reps real-life seed heroes? Well, they've been known to go the extra mile, literally thousands of extra miles every year. And when they're not driving gravel roads, they're out walking fields and sampling soil. When time is the enemy, they're there to save what's left of the day. Are all Peterson Farm seed reps seed heroes? I guess that's a yes. Peterson Farm Seed, we're that kind of seed company.
There's no easy button, no guarantees, or promises of a good year. This is farming. It's unpredictable and demanding, with long days and sometimes stressful nights. It's weathering the storms and coming out successful. Farming isn't for everyone. We thank those who make it their life, because it is for everyone.
State Fair is a busy time of year, but some South Dakota 4-Hers and FFA members took time out of their day to give people with disabilities the opportunity to show livestock. South Dakota Pork Producer Councils partnered with the South Dakota Special Olympics to put on Pig Pals. Children with disabilities are paired with a 4-Her or FFA member who show pigs.
It's a great opportunity for kids with intellectual disabilities to be able to participate in a pig show and kind of have a day just to learn a little bit more about that particular animal and have fun doing it.
Before the participants enter the show ring with their partner, they are able to watch a demonstration and learn how to show a pig properly. The participants also learn how the pigs are fed and what taking care of an animal entails. We appreciate you watching us this week from the Big Iron Farm Show in West Fargo, North Dakota. Remember to check us out daily on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok to keep up on all your ag news. Have a wonderful week, everyone.